Hello! Oh my gosh, my hair. And welcome to Pass the Scope EDU with Hey Matt Fratt. Let's get ready. All right? Let's get ready. That's the theme of this week. Pass the Scope EDU. What is our mission? Our mission is to amplify teacher voices, correct? I've got to double check the mission statement and make sure that's the case. I got 2 viewers. That's very nice. Let's get ready. This week's scope is all about getting ready for the new school year. I've got a very, I think it's a pretty special scope planned for today. We're going to give a tour of my wife's school. This is a great story. So I live in Washington, D.C. with my wife, and she got a head of school job. She's the boss at a small Quaker school in sort of rural Pennsylvania. And I'd like to give you a little bit of a tour of it. The outside. I'd like to give you a tour of the outside of it now and see what you think. Well, so like I said, we are in rural Pennsylvania. It's this place called Greenwood Friends School. And like I said, a small Quaker school, about 80 kids, K through 8, in Millville, Pennsylvania. I wonder if you've ever heard of Millville. What do I want to start with? Now, we live in a place called Bloomsburg, which is a place a little bit south of here, and there's a mosquito right here. It's like a college town. Look at that. Look at that. That's the view. This is the back of my wife's school. Look at that view. Those are the Allegheny Mountains right there. That's our car. That's a farm. There's the Allegheny Mountains right there. And like I said, there's the school. There it is. Yeah. So, this is kind of neat over here. A lot of schools have this. I think this is pretty cool. It's like a living classroom. So there's all kinds of plant life back there. And sometimes the kids will sit on these stumps and walk back there. The property line's right there. So this is, a good little, maybe quarter-acre living classroom. So this is the back field, just a straight plain old field where they do the soccer and this kinds of things. So this is actually the new wing of the school. They built this in 2003. I know, and we're coming up on I want to give you a little surprise, probably the most awesome part of the school. This is awesome. I don't know how I've never seen one of these before, but this is a little treat right here. So like I said, nothing super exciting, a little basketball court. There's a little stage over there, like a little outdoor stage. Well, get this, here it is, big unveiling, big reveal. Oh yeah, bam, pirate ship. And I love this view of it. See, that's the new part right there. That part was built in 2003, and that's the old part. How about that for an old school, huh? How about that? That's, what construction is it? 1942, I believe, is when that was built. Look at that metal roof, the little, I don't know what's that called, steeple? I don't know what you call that thing. Yeah, that's an old, that thing's not going anywhere. If a tornado comes, that's going down, and that's going to stand because that thing's made like Fort Knox. And before my phone crashed, and I hope it doesn't crash again, I was going to show you probably the most awesome thing about the school is the pirate ship. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. An actual play pirate ship. These are little trailers which are terrible and are probably going to go away someday. And here's the pirate. Look at this pirate ship. Oh, they got a dirt mound. I don't know why they wanted a dirt mound. I guess for kids to play on, because it's K-8. There's a lot of preschool kids, so I think they like playing on that. And those are all the preschool classrooms. So all the preschool classrooms have a door to the playground, which is real nice. And we're gonna walk the plank. Let's walk the plank of the pirate ship. Oh yeah, look at this view. I'm gonna go all the way up the crow's nest. Yeah. All right, let's look around. All right, there's the new wing. There's the old wing. There's that view. Let's do a little panorama. Beautiful Allegheny Mountains. Look at that shot. I can get used to this. Now this is awesome in the summer. It's a lot cooler than DC. It's gonna stink in the winter, I'll tell you that. So I looked it up. It's 5 degrees cooler in the summer, which is good, but it's 10 degrees colder in the winter. So Not really looking forward to that, but yeah. Out here, and this is rural, right? So I live in a small town now. If you look at my old vlogs, I've talked about my transition from the city to a small town. It's very, very, very different. But this is not even a small town. This is rural. This is as rural as it gets. Like, we are out there. And even that's a transition, because when you deal with rural, you deal things with like wells and septic tanks and all these kinds of things. We have a well, a water well. It's on the other side of the building. You have what's called a septic field, which is where all the sewage gets cleaned, and that's the front field. Maybe we'll go look at that in a second. Yeah, I mean, just all kinds. So I've learned a lot about rural life. I've learned a lot about small town life. It's kind of cool. I've been here for 4 weeks. I'll be here for another week and a half, and then I go home to my job at Lowell School, which is awesome. I love my school. Thank you for the heart. Appreciate it. So, yeah. So this is the pirate ship. Look at the bow of the pirate ship. That's pretty awesome, huh? All right, I'm going down the pirate ship, and then we're going to explore. There's one other nice piece of equipment that I'd like to show you. Walking the plank. I would imagine the kids have a ball. Why doesn't every playground have a pirate ship? Come on now. Let's do that. I feel like the best playground equipment is like, you know, like things that are actually things. Like, I want a rocket ship or an airplane. I remember when I was a kid, I had an airplane. That was pretty cool. So they have one sort of traditional, I hope this doesn't crash, one sort of traditional playground thing over there, and this is pretty cool, huh? I don't really know the story behind this yet. A guy built it. Like I said, the nearest small town is Bloomsburg, Pennsylvania. It's a college town. Everybody's heard of Penn State, but in that same state system, it's a state university, 10,000 kids. And I think their theater guy built this thing. I forget his name. Troika or something. They call it like Troika's Tower. He built this doggone. You believe it? Look at that. How cool is that? Let's go look in here. We go up the little stairs. It's like a little house. Well, it's even got a window. I didn't even know that. I walk in. Oh my gosh, is there a roof? Holy moly. I don't know if you guys saw that. There's a staircase up to there. And you can go up there. I'm not going to do it. This is for little people. Oh, this is for small. It's little kids, but little window. Yeah, pretty good, huh? Somebody built this. Gosh, I can barely like take out the trash, much less build playground equipment. This is awesome. Let me show you something else that's awesome. Oh, where is it? Dang it. Oh, this thing right here. This doesn't look like much, this vegetation, but it's pretty awesome. I don't know what you call it. The awesome middle school teacher made this. It's like a living fence or something. See how that works? You crisscross. You make a fence out of plants. Look at that. It's like intentional. Look, you like crisscross it. I can't imagine how hard this thing is to make, but that's I'm sure it takes a long time. So you make a fence. What do they call that? Horticulture, not horticulture. Oh, what's that called? Permaculture. Permaculture, when you like do awesome things with plants and stuff. All right, the front of the school is pretty boring. I'll just show it to you real quick, then I'll sign off and pass the scope to somebody else. There's the school over there. Here's the front. This is a pretty busy road here. There's a little gate. Her main sign has one of those letter things where you can put the letters. Hey, it's Kathy. Nice to see you. See, it's got one of those letter things where you put the letters out there. I've never done. I did it. Let me show you. If you've never looked at one of these letter things, let me show you how to do the letters. It's really easy. I had no idea. I've driven by these things 100 times. I never knew how easy it was. So open house. We have an open house. Look at that. You just push straight up. They come right out. Isn't that neat? And really easy. So we have a whole box of letters, and then you do the letters. That's how you do that sign. That's pretty awesome, huh? So here's the septic field. Like I said, if you don't know anything about rural life, well, I'll tell you. When you flush the toilet, there's no sewers here, yo. So it goes into something called a septic tank. I don't know where the septic tank. It's a big tank that sort of filters it, and then it goes into pipes. There's like 1 billion pipes in this field, and it spreads out, and you can't even smell it. I mean, every rural house has a septic field, that's what. So you can't grow any trees or anything there. You have to keep it a field. You can't put any trees right there. Yeah, for sure. This is my wife's school, and that's really about it. There's a tractor pull every Saturday night or something. Look at that. I think there's a tractor pull. It's like supposed to be really loud. I've never been here on a Saturday night, but it's supposed to be really loud. Look at that long country road. So Millville's that way. A place called Roarsburg's that way. Bloomsburg, some place called Danville, which is the big state hospital. A place called Lewisburg. Bucknell, you probably heard Bucknell's over there. Those are, and Selinsgrove, which is Susquehanna University, is that way. Those were most of, and then there's a lot of towns like Berwick and Benton that a lot of our families, that her families are from too. So that's pretty. I think I'm gonna wrap it up here. This is a little, neat little sunflowers. Aren't those beautiful? I'm gonna go, I'll end on those sunflowers. And this is like a nice little. They do a lot of planting and stuff. So that's pretty cool. I'm glad this thing didn't crash. Maybe I'll just stop and not press my luck. I don't want this to crash. So I'm going to pass the scope right now. Thank you for watching, everybody. Kathy, thank you for hanging in. This has been Pass the Scope EDU. Let's get started, where we talk about the start to school year. Selinsgrove, you know Selinsgrove, that's awesome. I know you're from Michigan, so gosh, you probably have a relative or something out here. Is there anything else I want to share about this school? Nope. My wife's never been a principal before, but she is now, and you know, it's like maybe a little bit of an adventure for her. A little bit of an adventure. Yeah, because they got a little solar panel up there. My ex-family is down there. Awesome. So you know this area very well. Sort of northeast-ish, central-ish Pennsylvania. So who am I going to pass the scope to? Here we go. Grant Knowles. So I don't know when 3:45, but 3:45 Eastern. Grant Learns. At Grant Learns at 3:45 Eastern. Go ahead and tune into him. He's going to talk about Let's Get Started as well. I guess I'll end on me. Sometimes I forget to do that. This has been, there's a nice mountain shot. Where's the sun? Sun's over there. Sometimes I don't get light. Right. That's a good mountain. All right, I guess I'll go that way. Can you see that mountain back there? There's Randall. Hey, Randall. Good to see you. So anyway, this has been Pass the Scope EDU with Hey Matt Fratt at Pass the Scope EDU. Our mission is to, I think our mission is to empower teacher voices. Pretty sure that's the mission. I gotta go and do some research. I'm almost positive it's to empower teacher voices. Did I say student voices? I meant teacher voices. To empower teacher voices. Again, Grant Knowles, 3:45 Eastern. And until then, we'll see you next time.